Welcome to Rant Therapy.
Because sometimes you just need to get it off your chest so you can move on with your life.
It's a podcast short powered by the co-hosts of the Happy Eating Podcast.
Briley, this week, a series of events, actually in both our lives, led me to remember a motto, a saying, whatever it
love
is,
this. Yes.
that I had forgotten about.
Such a good
And
one.
I told it to you as your girls are becoming preteens because I learned it when my daughter was a preteen, like late middle school, early high school, and it really was a very good coping mechanism for me. And it's this: your emergency is not my emergency. And it really kind of helped me center myself. Like, the teenage girls, they get all wound up and then you feel like you have to react, and I would just say it in my head. I mean, I didn't actually say it to her. And it really was have you found it useful?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But this week.
It was not my kids that triggered it.
Yeah.
It was other people in the universe. So, real quick, I got my car serviced at the Acura dealership Tuesday morning. And it was a new, they have kind of a professional guy who comes out and greets you, handles your case. You never talk to the mechanics or anything.
Right, right, yeah.
I'm assuming it's like that at other dealerships.
Yeah.
This guy I've never seen before. His name's Ken. Ken's probably mid-50s. Never seen Ken before. So, Ken was fine. And, 2.5 hours later, Ken's like, I pulled your car up to the front for you.
Thank you, Ken.
Yeah. Thank you, Ken. Great. And let me tell you this. I've told you this before. Now, I love going there because I can sit in that waiting room and I guess that's called a waiting room, or waiting room, whatever, and I can knock out work.
Yeah,
there is something about it. I just go into hyper overdrive. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I really don't mind going. So, thank you, Ken. I'm on my way. I'm texting you. Where are you working today? I'll come meet you, whatever. So, and you and I were actually sitting at a coffee place when Ken called me. Ken called me about 2 p.m.
Yep.
And he said, Ms. Williams, did I leave some papers in your car? And before I'd gotten out of the coffee place, I'd remember seeing a stack of papers that were turned upside down on my seat. And I was like, oh, I guess they're mine. I'll put them in the glove box. I don't. Now, side note, I don't know if it's like this at other dealerships, but Acura uses a ridiculous amount of paperwork. I get service done, and they present me with a stapled packet of about 6 to 7 papers that I never look at.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And before they give it to me, they scan them into the computer. It's archaic to me. It's archaic. Anyway, so I assume that stapled thing on my seat
is yours.
Is another copy of mine. And I said, yeah, you did. And he said, well, I'm going to need to get those back from you. And he just kind of sits there. Now, the Acura dealership is in Hoover. I am not. That's 30 minutes from my house. So I was like, well, I'm not really planning on being in Hoover anytime soon. Because I thought, I'll be damned if I'm going to rearrange my schedule and spend an hour of my day to drop some papers off to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he said, well, he's like, where are you? I could send my courtesy driver. Well, at 2 in the afternoon, from about 2:30 on, you're running kids, you're doing appointments. I was like, well, I'm not going to be anywhere stable, where someone can come to me.
Right.
And he said, okay. He's like, well, that first page, can you just scan the first page, the front and back, and send it to me? And I was like, sure, I can do that. And he said, and then we'll figure out a way to get the papers tomorrow. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So it gets to be 5 o'clock, and I didn't bring the papers in from the car. I don't want to go out because it's freezing. And I'm like, you know what? I will scan those first thing I do when I open my laptop in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but then Ken calls me. He's like, hey, Miss Williams, I was just making sure I hadn't missed your email with those scans. I was like, no, you hadn't. I hadn't had a chance to do it. But I was like, that's a little aggressive. So then I'm getting dressed, but now I'm kind of getting a little pissed. Because you know what, Ken? Your emergency is not my emergency. And I'm a single mom juggling a lot, and I will get you those scans when I have time to get you those scans.
Yeah.
But you're not helping yourself getting those scans from me.
Right, exactly. the gentle reminders are not working, Ken.
So then I'm getting dressed at 7:30. Ken calls me.
The next day. This is the next day.
The
Just
next
so
day.
our
Ken
listeners
calls
know.
me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Ken, you don't know you don't know the perimenopausal woman that you are messing with right here, because this is just going to make me delay it another hour before I get these to you.
Yeah.
I don't answer. He leaves a voicemail. It is imperative that he gets those papers. So then he proceeds to later email me and text me. And then when I open my laptop at 9 a.m., I have the 2 scans and I send them to him. Well, 30 minutes later, he's texting me again. And I don't respond to any of his texts. He's texting me again. And I said, Ken, I sent you these 30 minutes ago. I am in a meeting. I wasn't in a meeting. I just lied. I was like, I am in a meeting now. He went, there were probably at least 4 to 5 calls in there, at least 2 texts, at least 2 emails. And this is I got him to him at 9 a.m. the next day. Well, then I have to go put the papers in your mailbox.
Yep, that's
because
right.
it's closer for them. So the courtesy driver can come get them because it's imperative. I've never heard the word imperative used so many times. And he's like, it has another person's personal information. I was like, what? Their mileage?
Their address that I'm not going to go to?
Yeah. Anyway, so thank you, Ken, for reminding me of my favorite motto, your emergency is not my emergency. But then I realized, you and our other friend Tiffany, there's a lot happening this week that was just like, hey, Andy, your emergency is not my emergency.
Exactly.
Hey, so-and-so.
Yeah, exactly. Your emergency is not my emergency.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. You probably can't share what people tried to make your emergency.
No.
And it wasn't.
But it happened to me, and I was not as nice.
Doesn't it make you want to dig your heels in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, I did. I really dug him in.
The more
I let him know what I thought, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I see a little trend. It often happens to be men.
Yeah. It's so true.
And men in their 50s.
Yes.
I think I did a rant once on men in their 50s.
We did. You had
They
a lot
are
to
the
say.
most mentally unhinged. That's the most mentally unhinged age group I've discovered.
I would agree with you.
Yeah. Except for our producer, Les.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except for Les.
Okay. Sorry. But yeah, ladies, I want you to remember this. Your emergency, not our listener, but your emergency is not my emergency.
Exactly.
I love it. Thank you, Ken, for reminding me of this.
Yes.
The opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints expressed by the hosts of this podcast do not necessarily reflect the opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints of anyone anywhere else. This is meant for entertainment purposes only.